Hello, I'm Carrie, and this is Beyond the Womb Tarot, where I channel messages that help you grow beyond the womb or expand your mind outside of your current comfort zone to enable you to become your highest self. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm pretty excited about this reading because it is already November. It's literally about to be December. It is the 29th right now. Tomorrow's the 30th. Next day is the 1st. It's about to be December, and so the new year 2026 is coming up real soon. So I wanted to do a new year reading. Like, what do we need to know about 2026? Like, what's 2026 gonna bring us? What energy do we need to like understand beforehand? Like, what do we need to know between 2025 and 2026? Like, just I wanted to get some help into coming into the new year. So first, I just want to say thank you so much for liking, subscribing, watching this, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So when I picked these cards, I could clearly see like a delineation here between these two sides. And I really do feel like that's the change between 2025 and 2026. If you're into numerology, 2025 is a 9-year, 2026 is a 1-year. And so that's a big change. It's literally like endings and beginnings. And when I thought about 2026 and that energy, especially it being a 1 year, I'm like, I get that energy. Oh, it's my year, it's my time. It's time for me to step up, to stand up, to, do my thing. Like, I really get that energy of putting yourself first and literally like being number one in your life. You're your number one priority. So when I look at these cards on this side, I see Angel of Strength and Justice, Patience, clarified by the High Priestess. When I look at strength, I think about the push and pull between you and yourself. When, for example, let's say something doesn't go your way, you can crash out, or you can, like calmly assess the situation and be like, all right, I can understand why this didn't go my way. These factors were not in alignment, or these people don't see the vision, or, like you can go crazy, cuss folks out, be real upset, or you can be calm about it and peaceful about it. And I feel like this year there was like some sort of strength test within us. Not necessarily even a test, but like maybe a shift. There was like something, let's say like a pattern where we were needing to either stand up for ourselves quite a bit, or we were either needing to control our temper quite a bit, or our like initial reaction needed to be controlled. And within doing that, within practicing that, within, taking that aspect of us and cultivating it, it's being clarified about this justice card. It's like we are now in a place and point where anything that comes up against us, in particular, even though the strength card does not necessarily have cups on it, I really feel like it's the aspect of emotions. So anything that comes up against us, we are centered now in that justice position because we've like fought through it. We've already gone through it. We've already understood like the implications and stuff. Like we know within ourselves, like, okay, I can handle this. Or okay, this is not for me, because of all those little mini fights you had to go through. It's like an ending there, because instead of needing to fight so much, you've already kind of like set the path and set the trail for yourself. Like you're in a position now to where things that may, what is it, weapons that formed against you, not only will they not prosper, but you know how exactly like to fight against them. For example, somebody comes up to you with a sword, but thinking like, oh, they don't know how to fight with a sword. This is like some medieval stuff. Nobody does that anymore. But not only do you know how to fight with a sword, you know how to win with a sword, because you've been practicing. Like you've been out here gathering strength and skills to fight whatever fight necessary that you need to fight. So if we put this in practical sense, for example, I'm a YouTube person. Like I'm on YouTube putting my videos together. Sometimes when people are on YouTube or other forms of social media, they get negative energy thrown at them. They get really bad comments or something like that. And so in the beginning, those comments might be really hurtful, and it might actually affect what you do and affect your like your mood when it comes to the things that you're doing. Like you can literally give up because of something that someone said, or like even continuous comments. But after being in this justice position, it's like, no, I've been through it. Like I've been hearing the comments, I've been seeing the same things, and I see now that these comments are just, comments. They're not hurting me in any way other than like irritate me, but it's not something that I have to allow something that I have to allow to affect anything that I'm doing. I can just keep it moving. So you learn like those skills, right? It is a skill. It's a skill to not pay attention to the noise outside. Another example could be, say at work. There's many challenges that you can come across at work. It can be like the challenges of working with others, or the challenges of learning the material that you need to learn. Perhaps it's like a job where you always got to constantly stay up on stuff. So you're always learning something new, and you like come up with and create these ways in which to make this happen. Like if it's something to do with people, you understand like, okay, this is how I deal with this one, this is how I deal with that one, or this type of person. If it's up to the material, like this is how I study, or this is how I stay up on it. These are the sites I need to look at. These are the books I need to make sure I have read. These are the magazines I need to constantly be subscribed to because they have the trends or whatever. Like, I don't know. But like it's that type of energy of you like understanding how to make it through whatever the conflict is. Like you have the ability to move past it. Like that's ending. So now that you have this skill, there's no longer going to be the need to put so much energy into it. Next we have patience in the high priestess. When I see patience here clarified by the high priestess, it kind of makes me feel like timing, like the timing has to be right. The high priestess, she knows a lot of information, but she doesn't necessarily, like she's not really known for acting. I would even like say it's like a more inward meditative thing that she's doing, like a more like I'm not going to act out plan type energy. And so in this, especially when I see this clock here on patience, it reminds me of like taking your time, coming up with your plan, writing it all down, putting the list together. Like this is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And not just writing the plan down, but like really understanding the plan, like being in alignment with the plan, having the things ready and together for execution. There's something that I do when I go to work that, I can have all the pieces but like when it comes time for me to put it together, if I haven't properly labeled and notated and like gotten everything ready, I can still have the pieces, but it's going to take me 2 days to get it together if I haven't gotten it fully ready in time. Like there's more things that need to be done than just gathering the pieces. You need to know where each piece goes. You need to understand the order in which they should be put together. Like there's a lot of things that go into making a really good plan. And I feel this card is talking about being patient and taking the time to do that. Because I'm seeing this in like the 2025 part, this could literally be what your 2025 was looking like. I don't know about you, but for me, my 2025 was really much, it was about getting in a better position. I feel like every year for me is about that, but in this year I can really like see the results from that. It's like I want it better, and I see that I am in better. I have better than what I had last year. I had my goals, and I see that, oh wow, look at these. I can sit here and check all of this off this list because I planned all these things last year. And so now for 2026, what are we getting into now? So I do feel like if you were like me in your 2025 year, you were really taking your time, you were overcoming the challenges that were put forth ahead of you, then your 2025 is going to put you right in alignment where you need to be focused on you. So we see yin, yang, and knight of swords here. And this is like, I'd say like the initial beginning parts. Like we're crossing over the threshold from 2025 to 2026 into this yin, yang, knight of swords. Like this is like balanced movement. You see this Knight of Swords card, he's moving. This guy has a sword. He's also riding a unicorn with a sword on his head, aka his horns. But everything to me is like in alignment, it's all set forth, it's all together. So if 2025 and 2026 you were working on, like if in 2025 you're working on something in 2026, it's supposed to like come together, be put together, be like, what's the word I want to use? Not ending, but like initiated in 2026. It's like you put yourself in position for this thing to happen. Like you are in alignment. And because you're in alignment, you can expect swift movement. This card says decisive, focused, driven, defensive, events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. It's like you're in alignment to get exactly what you want because you've done what you need to do over in 2025. So in 2026, it's like you set yourself up for success. And not even to sit back and watch it come in, but like it's going to come to you because you are in alignment. It's not like you have to go chase it. I don't feel that energy of chasing it, but I do feel the energy of you like being in the right direction, looking in the right direction, vibrating in the right frequency. Because you know that they talk about frequencies and attraction, like the law of attraction literally is about being in the correct frequency to receive what it is that you want to receive. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like everything is just like, we're here. The thing I want to receive is here. We're just gonna boom, bump into each other. There's nothing that we have to do necessarily. It's just something's gonna happen. And then we have Angel of Love, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. I love this. Because to me, I see here nurturing. I love the Nine of Pentacles card, especially right here, because something about her posture caught my eye when I was looking at this. Her posture is like very much 10 toes down, very much like, she's not even like in a defensive posture, like try me, but if you see someone with this posture, I don't believe that you're going to be trying to try them because they look as if they can back it up. It being whatever it is, if it's their knowledge, if it's their investments, if it's their product, even if it's their like fighting stance or whatever. Like, you know what? I might not try to fight him. I'm going to fight this dude over here. I'm going to let that person go. But it's like the things that you really have spent time and loving and investing in, it's gonna like stand on its own, even if it's yourself, if it's your body, if it's your gifts, if it's your family, whatever it is, the things that you have spent time loving on, putting energy into, and since 2026, the things that you nurture basically are gonna have you in this type of energy. It's like you've already done everything that you need to do for the plants to grow, and now it's just sitting here watching them pop up. Watching your investments or the things that you have poured into. It's like you reaping what you've sown. Like you know what you've sown. You see what you've sown and you have like, okay, now it's time for me to reap what I've sown. So I just want to get some advice / clarification cards for what we need to be knowing or doing or understanding in 2026. Ooh. Look at it. Got the Garden in the Gate, Woman Holding a Heart, Strategy, and the Thinking Man. The Garden in the Gate. I don't know if you remember earlier I was talking about like defending yourself or making sure that the things that you really believe in, like you standing 10 toes down on them, like you are, like you've gone through all these little mini trials basically that have put you in a point where anything that comes up against the thing that you are defending, you have a solution for it basically. And at that point, that to me is a point of growth. It's like, okay, I'm good here. Like I understand what is needing to be done here. And so now, you know, this garden in the gate, like this side in the garden has been cultivated. It has been grown. Even hearing that engine revving, it's like, okay, it's time for you to step outside of what you've already cultivated and grown and like learn something new. It's time for like a new challenge or a change. Then we see the woman holding a heart. It's over patience and the high priestess. I see nurturing again. I keep seeing nurturing. Like that word keeps popping up for me. Because this woman holding a heart, like it's the way in which she does things. It's not, like to me that's the energy that she carries. It's not, I wouldn't even say it's who she is, but maybe it is who she is. But it's how she does things that makes her the woman holding a heart. anybody can go to a place and like order some pizza and be like, hey, let me get a pizza. But it takes a different type of person to go order pizza and have people who are working at the pizza place being like, man, we got to make the best pizza for this lady because she is so sweet and so kind, and we can tell that she has a good heart. Like, it's the way in which you do things, the way you talk to people, it's in the way you move your body, your facial expressions, the energy that you show up with. And I'm seeing here with this woman holding a heart, especially when it comes to you. Like when I'm thinking about patience and timing, there's a way you can be impatient, you can be, irritated. You can be like, why haven't I won yet? Why not me? Why isn't it my time yet? Or you can, sit there patiently and like hold the things that you wish, like that you are hoping and wishing and praying for in your hands and be like, it's going to be my time soon. All I got to do is get it in line and get it in order. I'm going to nurture these things that I have been working on, that I've been praying for and about. And I'm going to like stay positive about any outcomes, anything that comes my way. Like that's a different type of energy. So I'm getting the advice of like, if you're going to move forward in that positive energy. We already talked here with this yin yang and this Knight of Swords card about like fast movement, because you are going to be in alignment, but you're only in alignment because you already set things up for yourself to succeed. I don't know if you remember when here I was talking about having the plan, but not just having a plan, but putting the pieces together in an order. I think this is a concept that people don't often employ, even though I think it's the easiest thing to do. If you want something, say you're manifesting a car, maybe going ahead and getting the pieces that you need in order to make that happen. So for example, if you want to buy a car, how do you want to buy that car? Do you have cash to pay 100%? Do you have financing that you need to get? So go ahead and get the financing in, or go ahead and save up the cash before you go to the dealership. Don't just be like, you know what, I want to buy a car. I'm gonna just show up at the dealership and see what happens. No, prepare. Look online, see what the dealership has. Look online, see what people are selling. Compare prices. Look in different states. Like there's so many strategies that you can employ to get the best deal, have the best situation, the best outcome for yourself, rather than relying on luck or something like that. And so I really get here when it comes to yin yang, it's not about you, being like, oh, look at me, I've worked so hard and I'm so lucky. It's like, no, I have manifested this, I have created this situation because I put all the pieces together where they're supposed to go in the correct time and in the correct order, with the correct things backing it. I have work that I can show. This is not something that's going to happen just one time. It's not a fluke. It's not something lucky. It's something that I know how to do. It's a process and procedure that I have put forth in motion. And my strategy is what's going to make it successful. It's a strategy that I can employ in many different situations. Not just this one. It's because I have the ability and skill to do it. So this is not like a shallow thing. This is not like a lucky streak. This is you literally putting yourself in a better position. And then we have the thinking man. I like this one too. It's interesting because I really do see a lot of strategy and like a lot of like making your life, like literally grabbing the bull by the horns and like making it work for you. Oh, I had a thought, but I lost it. There's some career that does this. Is it sales? It's kind of like when you are pitching, like when you're talking about a product that you have, right? You're not going to be like, well, this is a good product. Some people like it sometimes. No, if you really wanted to sell that, you're going to say, this is the best product we have. Oh my goodness. It almost sold out the other day, but I made sure to get another shipment in time so that you all could still have some. And, flying off the shelves, I have 5 at home myself. Like, you're going to talk about it differently in the best way possible in order to get the best outcome possible. And that's what I feel here when I see strategy and then the thinking man. Not only have you had this strategy and employed it and made it work for you, but you are analyzing the results of what you've done and you're like tweaking it to make it better. Like you are making your investment grow. Like if you were literally investing in something, you would take the winnings or the profit from that investment and invest in something else. You're not just gonna spend it. You're like gonna continue to make it work for you. So I feel like to sum this up, 2026 is going to be, even though it's a one, I feel like it's going to be a continuation of the things that you've done in 2025 and prior to, basically taking the lessons that you've already learned, taking the skills that you already have and making it work for you, but even better, even more. And if that's not something that you've been thinking about doing, I would urge you to consider, especially when it comes to the strategies that you're employing in your life. If you're into manifesting at all, or if you're into, like for me, tarot, I'm into tarot. I like to look at different outcomes and things like that. If you're into using tools like that, even thinking about some more strategies that you could use, some more things that you can employ when you're doing those certain types of strategies. Same thing at work. I really like to employ like efficiency studies, efficiency strategies at work. Anything that I can do, like to make my job a little bit more efficient, a little bit faster, so that I don't have to focus on certain things. Anything that I can do to like speed it up or like streamline it better, I am going to employ as many things as possible to do that. And I think that there's an opportunity here between these 2 years to kind of get better at what we've been doing. And I feel like this is not necessarily work or nothing. This is talking about life. How you handle your emotions, how you handle when things come up against you, how you handle when you are overwhelmed, how you handle when you get really, really happy and excited, how you handle change, how you handle, like, it's a great time to take inventory of some of those things and to say, okay, I can improve here, I can improve there. And I don't even feel like this is necessarily self-improvement type energy. Like, there is no need to like open the book of yourself and be like, okay, what needs changing right now? But like, think about the strategies you're using. Like, okay, when I have a challenge, what helps me the most to get through it? Let me focus on that one. Or like, oh, I see right here, there is a person in my life that I'm not getting along with. How is it that I normally like fix this situation? Let me like find the best way forward based on the things that I already know about myself. Like, I really feel like right now is the opportunity to do things like that, to put ourselves first and to like focus on like our journey. Like, how can I streamline my personal journey? I love it because this reading is, it's not talking about success, it's not talking about money, it's not talking about fame. It's more like my life right now. I've been through some things, I've been protecting some things, but these things are like goals and stuff that I want. If I'm focused on me and my life, how can I better achieve my goals? Like, that's what I see between 2025, 2026. I do feel like it's kind of more of the same, especially the types of readings that I give. My guys are like, all right, if it's me time, if we focusing on me, if it's number one, then what is number one to you? Focus on that, streamline it, make it work even faster, because now is a year for really like strong growth and like moving in the direction that you want to move. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you again for liking, subscribing, and please comment if you resonate. I'll see you in the next one.